You know, Washington's got some offense, but they're a little soft, man.
So you going Big Ten football?
Yeah, I think Michigan gonna put their back into it, man. I just think they're a lot more physical, the physical team. I think they're.
Man, but Washington got that old man playing, man. Man been 6 years in college, man. He's been in the college game 6 years.
Michigan's
that's a lot of experience when you're talking college.
Michigan.
And he played the Big Ten, didn't he? He played the Big Ten. He played the Big Ten.
You know what they do.
You know what they do.
Michigan's well coached, man. They're well coached, man. I thought the winner that Alabama Michigan was going to be your national champion.
Doing too much.
I ain't got no dog in this fight for this one.
Hey, man.
I like Michigan.
I'm gonna go with Washington, man, just because I don't, you know what I mean, Michigan fucked up my parlay this weekend. So I'm gonna go with Washington. I had pennies for the over. I think I took him for over 2.5, and he only threw 2 anyway. So I was dead anyway. Win, man. You know, shout out to Washington. I want to see somebody different win.
Entertainment purposes only. I'm taking Washington in the points.
Washington and the points? What is it, 5.5?
Take it.
Yeah,
y'all heard Sam Rothstein.
I'll take it.
Y'all heard Sam Rothstein, man.
Entertainment. We back, man. Here we go. Crew back in the house, man. We just had us it's been a minute, man, since we last been in here, but yeah. We pulled out a 20-19 victory over Detroit. It was some controversy going on in the game. Before we get started, man, we're gonna hear this little sound, man, and I want to get y'all reaction to it. What y'all think?
So, Stephen A., tell me this. Is there a first place standing due to good play or good luck?
Oh, please, lucky asses. Make me stop. Highway robbery. You gotta be kidding me, man. I can't believe you give up a touchdown, all right, and they call him, he was ineligible. He didn't notify the officials, where the camera clearly shows them notifying the officials. It definitely was luck, and it's a combination of that, along with their weak schedule, beating a bunch of last-place teams for most of the season, along with the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles somehow have nosedived, which Shannon Sharp has been warning America about for the last 2 months. Who would have thought that the Philadelphia Eagles would start off the season 10-1, would lose 4 of their last 5 games? Who saw that coming? Who would have seen the Eagles losing a 21-6 lead and ultimately falling to the Arizona Cardinals, for crying out loud? I almost felt like, damn, the coach was trying to get one of his former assistant coaches better, give him a victory, for crying out loud. I'm just disgusted with what happened. Dallas with their lucky selves or what have you. But it was appropriate because Jimmy Johnson was inducted into the Ring of Honor finally, and maybe that's something that's going to contribute to this curse being lifted, where they'll finally get to a
you
conference.
Think it might be a karma thing?
It's the first time I felt that the Dallas Cowboys got good karma coming their way in the last 28 years. That's just how I feel about it. Lucky them. But luck is definitely a significant part of the equation. I don't want to hear what anybody says. Their schedule, the teams they beat, and then this call when you lose the game and it's given to you, and now you end the season with a gimme, which is the Washington, not the Commodores with Lionel Richie, not the Commodores, the Washington Commanders. That's how you ended your season. My Lord, how lucky can you be? Please.
That was his take. What's y'all take? What's y'all take on that, man? What's y'all take, man? He done switched it up on us, man. He's saying we got good karma coming now.
It is.
First he was saying just wait.
Hey, I'll take the win, man, in any form. This is one of the wins I was telling y'all about before, man. I just want to make it to the next round. I don't care where we go or who we beat or how we win. Fuck it, we can win like that all the way to the Super Bowl for all I care, man. The curse is broken at this point, man. Jimmy's in the Ring of Honor. CD broke Playmaker's record. It's just gonna be a good year, and we finally got that victory that other teams be getting against us. finally a team made a mistake the way the Dallas Cowboys make mistakes, and they lost, and it cost them the game. Just so happened to be the Lions. Hey, shit happens.
I told the refs we were sorry. Thank you for listening to my apology. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it feels good though, man. I like that type of win. I like winning like that, man. I like when people are mad that we win, dog.
Quit trying to confuse the refs and you end up confusing yourself.
So when y'all was watching that moment, man, what went through y'all mind when y'all saw when he scored the 2-point conversion?
So, are you talking about the actual score? Or the
Yeah,
flag
not the play,
Live play.
live
I
play.
said Aubrey's great come down and get a 3. I still in my mind we was still great win. I thought we was great to do something. They haven't been able to hold CD the whole game. CD's great line up in the slot. He's great. We great. Eat either him or Fergie up the middle, and Aubrey for the game winner for something big like a 60-yarder to walk.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something big. You know? I never thought we was gonna lose.
First reaction was damn, these niggas, man. That's my first reaction. That's the first words out of my mouth. Man, I'm done, man. I can't. Man, defense, I'm through with you. That's what, you know what I mean? I was sick at first. I looked at 23 seconds. I was like, then I seen him going for it. I thought to myself, like, shit, man, you know, giving up the touchdown and then going for the 2, the way that our seasons have been, our luck has been, I kind of knew they was going to get it. And I'd hoped that, yeah, just because of the way our shit was going. You know, our defense just gave up. Our defense just gave up a long drive. What was it, 80-yard drive? Yeah, because they got it, 75 yards because they got it on 25, right? So at that point, our defense just gave up 75 yards in 1 minute and 40 seconds. And
Bad coaching.
terrible coaching, but we can get to that later. But our defense has gave that up, and then there's no reason for me to think that they wouldn't give up that 2-point conversion. So when I seen them get it, I just thought, you know, this is what we are. We did it again. You know, defense, you did it to us again, man. Defense, you did it again.
But that wouldn't.
They tried it.
They tried to give it up.
No, man, that would not have been on the defense, man. Coach fucked that up, man.
Yes.
There was no reason the defense even should have been back on the field.
100%.
If we lose that game, that's because Coach fucked that up.
He tried. He tried to.
We can go.
He tried to.
He tried his best to fuck that up.
But you know, we can, because all of that being before the drive. So yeah, they did have the time on the clock. Coach tried it, but it's still the defense allowed them to walk down the field. That is discouraging to know that a team can move that fast in a late game situation, which we've seen it for the last 4 games. We've seen our defense for the last 4 games.
Sometimes that happens, man. So I mean, it's unfortunate. It's at that particular time of the game. But look at how high-powered Detroit's been. You think you're going to hold them down the whole game?
No.
Not the whole day. You're supposed to hold them down one drive.
At one drive.
Buckle up. And
regardless of what
the
you do
same
before
thing
that.
with Miami when you got one drive to stop.
One drive to stop it.
Make
It's on
the
you.
stop.
It's
I don't
on
care
you.
what you did throughout the game. Make the stop.
I get you.
It's on you. At that moment, it's in your hands.
Now,
regardless of
I
what
agree
happened
with you
before that.
100%.
I get you,
That
but
would have been on the coach. That's on McCarthy and that bad time management. As Dre said, once again,
Horrible.
it's not his first time with time management issues.
Right.
Once again, it's stuck up.
Right.
But at the same time, as Terry said, the defense let them come down and draft again with the game on the line to end it, and that's disheartening. That's a concern.
That's a big concern.
That's on the coaches, you know, Dan Quinn and them, man. They like to play too conservative in the end.
I go with that.
Like soft zone,
I go
trying
with
not
that.
to make a
I
big
go with
mistake.
that.
Like,
But,
come on,
but
man.
even with that, I see no aggression no urgency out of the players. Even with that, our defensive line wasn't getting no pressure on them because even if they call a bullshit ass coverage or whatever soft zone they was in, I still expect my defensive line to get in there and make some havoc, make something happen, and get that ball like you did in the past, like they did. They did it early.
I think we expect that all the time, and even if not saying that, we're saying, look, teams are running it down our throats late. Stop the run. But this particular time, he's slanging that bitch. So when is the secondary gonna step up and make something happen? Yeah, because he's slanging that.
Secondary gave you 2 picks. Secondary gave you 2 picks.
But at this particular time, but like Rick said, at this particular time, late in the game, they're throwing this motherfucker for big first downs.
They are.
Somebody
he's
play.
comfortable back
Somebody
there.
play.
Get-
But
Make him get uncomfortable.
and all you need is
Get-
a little 10-yard out or something
That's
quick.
it. Yeah,
and let
make
them
him-
get the yaks.
make him
Because
think
we
it's
giving
gonna
it
be
up.
something. We giving it up.
We 10 yards, 12 yards back.
Make
And
him
they
think
was playing the sidelines.
You know what I'm
They was playing the
saying?
sidelines. Everything.
You
They
throw
was
something in
moving.
the middle, hopefully make a miss a tackle, you got a good play. And that's a high chance for that.
But
That's the
under
only
no,
thing about
under no
that.
circumstance can you undermine
3-step drop. Boop, boop.
that bad
Go.
clock management
Yeah.
at the end of that game. I know it's getting swept under the rug because we got that win.
Yeah.
But that was bad. That
Yeah,
was
that was
bad. That
Yeah.
was,
You
that
calls a pass.
You
a
can't not
pass
talk
on-
about this
on-
win.
on-
You
without
called
talking about
three
down.
straight passes.
Yeah,
Not
three
even
straight.
just
2 minutes.
not even just one. You got to
Yeah.
you caught the first one, so it was a run. So the clock's up running. But that second one was absolutely terrible.
Even
what I
if
said,
you
we
get
wild.
it,
Even if you hit it,
even if you hit it, that's
That's
a
terrible.
terrible call.
One time out.
They only had one
They'll come
timeout.
out, yeah.
At that point, they only had one timeout.
Right.
It's 2 minutes left, 1 minute and 50 something.
Yeah.
You run that ball. The most that time they would have had was a minute.
Right.
You punt it all the way back. They got to drive a minute. You gave
With
them
no
a minute and
timeouts.
40. McCarthy.
And I commend Dak.
That was terrible.
I commend Dak for going on, going out there talking about, it was my fault. I made that play, whoop-de-whoop. But come on, man, you the quarterback. You are a franchise quarterback. You got to opt out of that decision. That's too wild.
Yeah, that's too. And,
gotta
and
throw a
even
deep
with
ball.
that, even
Like,
if
come on,
you
man.
did, if they call
Y'all
the
ain't
play
supposed-
and you
you
lived
got
up
to
to
be
it,
like,
that
nah.
you can't throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
You can't do that. if that's your play, nah, man. That
He
was
tried-
terrible.
So was that the first play
Take a
call, or
sack.
did
I'll be
Dak
letting you know
switch
that
out of it?
I got you.
Quarterback keep.
What you say?
Did Dak switch out of the call?
Nah,
okay.
nah.
I ain't hear no deal.
What he's saying is he should have.
He should
Dak's
have.
taking pressure on him throwing that ball out of bounds. And he's saying that's his. I'm the quarterback. I knew better. I shouldn't have threw it away. Whoop, whoop. You shouldn't have been in that position.
Yeah.
You should.
Right.
You shouldn't have been in that situation. Call the run play, man.
right.
You gonna throw a
They had just
screen.
got 8 yards off
Just
the bat,
power.
off that
Right.
bullshit tripping call. They had
Right.
just got 8 yards. Why go away from it? They called a bull tripping. Yeah, make them run them timeouts out and kick and still get the field goal.
Just be
It
smart.
was bad. That
Yeah.
was bad.
Get out there,
That
act
was
like you
bad.
know what you're doing, man.
Yeah, it was.
Play the game of
It gave me
football.
concerns with the coaching. I'm
Yeah.
really with that. That was, and it ain't even just that. When you did it 3 straight times,
Right.
under
Yeah.
2 minutes, that's bad.
You
That's
totally
bad.
running away from the
Totally
run
run,
game.
yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that was
Dak,
kind of
McCarthy, Schottenheimer, whoever. Like,
Yeah, that's bad.
sometimes the situational, man, somebody with some sense got to pull that card in certain situations.
Jerry, come on down at the booth, man, because you obviously they don't know what they doing.
I mean,
Look
hey,
like we missed Rico too a little bit, didn't it?
man, Rico keep going missing.
I say, yeah, but at the same time, you didn't even give Hunter enough carries like you did the week before.
Yeah.
Right.
You totally abandoned away from Hunter. You went from
I agree.
Pollard to smaller.
maybe I don't have confidence in Hunter.
I was,
But why not?
with that conversation, it makes
Some he's seeing in practice
Well,
that we don't
now-
see.
now-
I saw a
I seen
couple
the missed
times
block.
he don't pick up the blitz.
I seen the missed block. I seen that. I seen that. But
It's going to happen. That's
we're not
part of
bringing
it.
him in for that.
Yeah.
You's bringing him in to get some running, some rushing.
True.
Bring him in for that. If it's the fumble, you can't do that because that wasn't on him. That was a handoff situation. That
Right.
was a bad one. I don't understand. You got smaller with the guys they had. As Dre said at our kickback, there was number 3 or 4 against the run. That means they got thumpers that coming down, and you need a thumper back. So.
Right.
I don't know if your notion was they're gonna come with thumper, we're gonna try to outrun them. That didn't work. So you got to meet force with force. Put in Hunter.
Yeah, Detroit's been pretty good against the run all year.
Well, see,
I
hadn't watched much of their games. I seen them against Chicago, and I seen Fields chew them up for 1-something, and I seen whatever Herbert, whatever.
Herbert.
I seen him get 50-something. So I was thinking that we had a chance if he got 50. We can get 50 or 60, and Dak wasn't going to get 100 as Fields, but he was going to loosen them up with his run. Is what I was, in my mind before pregame, what I was expecting.
They've been pretty good against the run.
We
but
don't
you
run
know,
the ball
but
as well.
We don't run the ball
but
as
we
well.
are the Dallas Cowboys.
Correct.
So they came in there with on a bigger edge like most teams do when they play us.
Yes.
They didn't look the same against Chicago they look
Yes.
against us, you know. So
I mean,
agree
it's
with
every
that.
team's Super Bowl,
That's-
but
that's separate.
you know, when you talk about this confidence conversation, out of me, that it just makes me think: does the way that we've been playing? I don't know if Dak has lost confidence, and McCarthy has lost confidence in the offense, has Dan Quinn lost confidence in the defense? Because our play calling has been safe. Defensively, we're playing not to get beat instead of playing to win. The offense is playing the same. Like, we're coming out trying to run the score up and make big plays. Is it because of trying to give our defense a break, or you're not confident in the run game, or what could it be? Because it's seeming real unsteady as of late here.
Me
I
personally,
don't agree with that.
Me personally, I think it's just a different level of competition that we're playing against. I think some of the shit that we're getting away with, that we was getting away with then, that looked good and on film and paper that we was doing, it's better competition and they're not doing it. And also, it's more film workout. It's the more games you play, the more teams is looking at your tendencies. And our coaches ain't doing a good enough job of adjusting away from what we was doing during those times. Even in game, we're not doing good making good adjustments. We're still kind of come out doing the same thing. So I don't really think that they're playing timid. I just think that we're not getting away with some of the previous shit that we was at first.
We ain't gonna get away with it from here to the Super Bowl.
well, I'm
Because we're
hoping
gonna get
that,
Washington's best shot.
We're gonna get Washington's
best shot. They want to play.
Washington wants to beat us bad.
They do.
Bad.
I don't know
They
that-
want to put us into that fifth place out of this is their Super Bowl. If you want to talk playoffs, I know we said it against
Start this
Buffalo. I know we said it against Miami. The teams that was desperate and this and that. Now them teams was desperate for themselves. Now you got a team that's desperate to beat you.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they're worried about is
And
beating
they playing at
you.
home.
And they're at home.
Yeah.
Every team that we play from here on out is win. Every game. From
I
here
don't
on
know
out
that
is-
we'll
is
get.
just as
I don't know
important.
that we'll get much different, man. I for one, you know, I think if we do anything different, I think we're saving it for the playoffs. I don't think.
That's what I was going to
Well,
say.
I
Something
just.
different like what?
Well,
Was you talking about adding to the
yeah,
defense
I
or
just don't
offense?
think What you
Throwing new
see
wrinkles
on
in
defense
offense.
and offense is what you're going to see next week. I don't think any new wrinkles is going to be playoff wrinkles.
I think
They're
it's
not
been
gonna
like that
show
the
their
last
hand.
couple
I think
weeks.
that's why we've
So
been
you-
looking.
whoa.
I'm hoping.
So let me ask you this. You think we got some secret playbook that we're gonna open up when the playoffs start that's different than what we're doing now?
I think we're going
Yeah,
to
they
do some
gonna
different
list
things.
some
Yeah,
wrinkles.
yeah,
He think he gonna add some plays.
More gone.
Well,
I'ma tell you why.
If we don't win, trouble.
The last 2 years we didn't.
If
We
we
didn't come out with a new
if we-
playbook in the playoffs
if
that we had in the regular
if-
season.
If we don't, we're in trouble. Because
you got
teams
hope
right
right
now. No, teams
Yeah,
right
he's a
now.
hope. He's a hope.
No, teams right now are not showing you everything. They're going to
Nah,
change some things up
playbook's
in the
been
playoff.
real
And
vanilla.
we're
Right
not
now
doing
is
it.
The last
Like,
few weeks, if
teams
you watch,
right
it's
now
been
is
super
jockeying
vanilla.
for
It's been real
playoff.
vanilla.
Teams
Teams
are super vanilla. That's what I'm
Teams
asking.
right now is jockeying for playoff
They're-
positions.
they're-
If they had a playoff book, the playoffs started 2 weeks ago. They're doing all that now. You think Philly's holding something back for the playoffs?
I think
No,
sometimes
they losing. They trying to get in there.
Well, I think, for
They know
instance,
what's coming.
Buffalo has actually simplified their playbook for Josh Allen, just doing basic old stuff they used to do. Some
That's not for the
teams are-
playoffs, though. That's
I think
that's not
it's
saving nothing for the
educated for
playoffs.
Josh Allen.
That's
True for Josh
because
Allen.
that's because what they had wasn't working.
But they
And so
have playoff plays. They have plays that they're gonna
Everybody-
do in the
everybody
playoffs
does.
Everybody
that you're
does.
not going to see right
It's
now.
trying
But I don't see it
Yes,
that much.
everybody
You
does.
keep
Keep it real
situational.
simple, like in our
Everybody's
position.
situational.
Nah, they-
In our situation, you
they
keep it
fighting for the
real
playoffs
simple,
right now.
like we've been doing, and you just go out there and play fast and strong and be, that's all. It's
I
been
feel
real
that.
vanilla.
Then I feel that, but that's not changing
Because-
the playbook. That's
No, but it is wrinkles that you unfold. Like you change shit because people get accustomed to seeing you do things,
Tweaks.
use certain language
yeah.
on play.
They gonna
agree
add
with
It's
some
that.
stuff on the
tweaks.
field
I
that's
agree
being
with that.
used.
I agree
So
that
then
this
you
time
got
on this route that you did earlier in the year, you're gonna put CD on the right side instead of the left
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you think you great call 24-7-3-6 that they ain't seen this year yet,
Right.
Nah, they ain't great try it out in the play.
Nah, they'll
Nah,
tweak.
time-
They'll
I mean,
tweak a
it's
play.
just to say it
They'll
like
tweak a
this,
play.
like-
Yeah, you're going to tweak
Early in the
wrinkles,
year-
Yeah,
between
yeah,
different
yeah, I'm
schemes
with
and
that.
do-
I'm
you're gonna
with
see
that.
you're gonna see plays to Convontae Turpin in the playoffs.
We should have been
I
seeing
don't
all
know.
season.
Cause you
Yeah,
seen it
I don't
earlier
know
in the
about that.
season.
I
Then
don't know.
and then he did. They was converting some things, and they just took it away.
What?
Those type of plays, you put them in the back because you're gonna need a dynamic player at some point.
But I mean, we wanted to win them road games.
Yeah,
They should have brought
I hope y'all right.
those out. Yeah, they should have brought those out then.
It's just how it works.
Remember what I said at the beginning? I said I'm hoping. That's
Okay.
what we're
Yeah, so
doing.
we
Yeah.
gonna hope.
Because in my mind, we're already in the playoffs. We've been in the playoffs for the last 2 weeks.
It's been a minute.
We're like
Maybe 3
1
or
and 2 in
4.
the playoffs so far. But on my side,
Yeah.
So if you got something that you're holding out on the road, I needed to see that. So what
Nah,
you
it ain't gonna come out to the playoffs. Tell them.
Okay.
That's why it's been real vanilla. There ain't been no motion in the backfield too much. None of that stuff. You know, all that done slowed down
I
the
hope it's
last
right.
few weeks because we technically already had clinched.
I remember saying
They
that.
were saying that when we clinched, it was already little saying like people was like, I think we gonna keep it real, taper back going into these playoffs. I think they cool and they was fine with going in with the 5th seed.
I don't like it. So.
Nah, I don't like that neither
Because we wasn't expecting Philly to lose.
But that
you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
You
but
You
wasn't
that,
can't
expecting
play
Philly
with
to
that
lose.
kind of mindset either,
that
though.
fucks with your
can't, but
rhythm and
who we
your
dealing
and your energy.
Nah, I need Jimmy
Before
Johnson
them
back
three,
in
we
there. He
came
wouldn't
in
allow
with
that.
With our chest out. After them 2 losses, if it was because we was playing vanilla or whatever the reason, we ain't have our chest out. We wasn't as confident. Even us in at the table right here, we wasn't as confident after the last 2 games as we was prior. So if it was something that they could have did,
Exactly. And I'm going to tell them this. If y'all did do that shit, quit doing that dumbass shit moving forward.
I'm confident in the playing fast part.
yeah,
The playing strong.
playing strong ain't our suit right now. That's my personal what I would like. I would like for us to play big. I would like for us to play bully ball. I would like for us to beat up on people. But
So
that
let
ain't
me
what we
ask
got
y'all
right
this.
now.
Let me ask y'all this. So I know, and you made an interesting point, and I agree with your point you made earlier about making that key stop on the defense. Really, the last couple games, the last 2 games, they were unable to make that key, that one drive stop that you were talking about. But I wanted to ask y'all this. Looking at the other aspects in the defense of them holding 2 high-powered teams down to 19 points for real until Miami scored that field goal. How do y'all look at it like that? You know what I'm saying? Where they're not allowing, they're shutting down high offenses. And the run ain't really been killing us for real, but those clutch drives where we need them. Because, like, you see the Detroit, they ran for 125, but they ain't have a back over 100. We kind of shut down Miami's running game a little bit, too.
Yeah.
So when you look at it like that, how do y'all feel the defense is faring, if that makes
I
sense?
think they looking stronger on the run last couple weeks. I think they really stepped it up. Shout out to Micah, man. Micah was making plays on that D end.
Shout out to Tank.
He staped his game up. And I got to shout him out for that.
Yeah, Tank was.
Tank, you know, he's Tank.
Tank was.
You know what I'm saying?
Back
Tank
in the
was a
season,
tank.
Tank's the only one that consistently been
He's
making
been MVP
plays.
back
You
in
know
the
what I'm
season.
saying?
Back end of the
Every
season,
game.
he's the defensive MVP. I agree, Terry. 100%. Tank.
Yeah,
I
Tank
think Tank was
balling,
the
ain't he?
defensive player of that game.
And he's
He
been
saved
bringing
us.
fire, and he's been bringing fire, though.
And he's been bringing heat with that. I agree with
But
that.
as well, because when you asked that, Dre, I remember earlier in the season having that conversation of if your defense, y'all didn't want to see them give up nothing. You know,
Correct.
now they're only holding the opposing offenses down to less than 20 points, and what we haven't gave up. So is it that the defense has gotten better or worse, or have we just tapered back our expectations of what this defense can or should be?
I think the competition's changed.
I mean, competition is going to change from here on out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think
like the competition is going to be top level competition. So
and the same thing that we've stated from the last week. The defense is only good if we're getting turnovers.
we got turnovers.
We had 2 turnovers that game.
didn't get no
and
points off of 'em.
We didn't get no points, but that was still stops. That was huge, still 2 huge stops, 2 good interceptions too. That was pretty, but them was 2 key stops. As Dre said, what is our defense when we're not getting turnovers.
But what stops the stops, though, right?
Correct.
So we got the stops against Miami, but we didn't get the turnovers. So equally,
We should have beat Miami.
I agree, but equally, we still had the ball back in our offense's hand. So is the problem the offense not giving the defense enough help early, or is it the defense not finishing the games?
Both.
We got to get the offense got to at least
time.
get in field goal range.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for it not to.
And they're
But
not.
don't forget the one play when CD, shout out to CD for that great game. But the touchback.
That was crucial.
Yeah.
We was great to blow the doors off with that one. That one was great to be the Jimmy Johnson Sir Nation. The party was about to start rolling with that right there.
It was ready to get real.
Detroit was great, folded up right there, and go ahead and start running the ball out and let us have it. That right there gave them a new life and new hope. That was huge. That was huge. That's my biggest play of the game, and the second biggest play was that bullshit tripping that the ref called that was really on Hutchinson that they called on our guy. That was huge.
Hutchinson was being dirty all game too.
But he's that type of player.
I like it.
Me too.
I like it.
I like it.
We need a dirty.
I like
we need a dirty something on that line.
He kept dropping that booty on Dak, man. Y'all broke his leg a couple times.
You talking about Aiden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He almost took Dak's leg back.
He's a rookie.
Man.
Is he a rookie?
Second year.
Second year. Yeah. I think I remember his draft.
He came in with D. Williams.
That plays infectious, man. It's infectious. You see how the line plays behind it, man.
It's coaching.
I'm okay with the dogs. I'm okay with the dogs.
It's coaching.
You know, he come out the Cowboy, part of the coaching
He's off the
tree.
tree. Yeah, he's part of the tree.
Over there.
That's exactly why I knew that he was gonna go for it for a 2-point conversion.
We wouldn't.
You just know. No, we definitely wouldn't have. But that's
He's part of that youth movement.
Yeah, but that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go for everything. They're gonna win.
You can't go. They went for it too many times. They was being.
They went for it
arrogant
3
at
times.
that
They was
point.
being greedy. But
Yeah, like
I think it was
keep
pride.
having, just keep the field goal.
It was pride.
Eagles coach do the same thing. He goes
prideful, yeah.
Parsons stay on bounds.
They should have kicked it.
He was almost ready to get my asshole other day too. Parsons jumping off sides. When we got the pick on that 2-point, that was huge. You give him another key.
And to me, that counts against the defense.
Absolutely,
that counts. Even though it's a penalty, that counts against the defense. Making a bone, like, come on, man.
Absolutely, that was yeah.
Yeah, that crushed us, man. But so with the playoffs coming in, as a 2 seed going into the playoffs, man, what challenges do we see as far as this Washington game? Do we see any challenges that we should be concerned about going into this game to try to clinch this 2 seed?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The same way we felt about the road games previously, we need to feel about this game. Because we're going to get their best shot. We, again, traditionally haven't been great on the road here lately. And this is one of them games that do or die games. We're going to see what Dak and his defense is made of this week due to the fact that this game means something against an inferior opponent. So we have to come in and, well, again, playoff football starts now. That's all I can say. They have to come in and put their foot on next.
We went up to Washington last year and put up a stinker.
Yeah.
They put boots to ass last year when we went up our. So at the end of the season, with them having nothing to game, so as piggyback off what Terry said, we're still on the road. We're going against a very familiar foe who hates. It's a true life hatred that we're playing against. And we're back against in some grass. We're on the road. We're 3-5. Yeah. I got concerns. Till they take the concerns away from me.
Easy like Sunday morning.
I'm with you, John.
Is that easy like Sunday morning?
You know, the go up here, blow them out early, man. Go on, sit this shit on there, man.
Touch them real early.
You know
what
what I'm saying?
They don't have anything to play for. They're trying to play for us. We'll take their hearts early and let them know. Just pack it up.
What if you don't?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So what?
You better get
What
the
if you
win.
don't?
What have you seen?
Get the win.
What have you seen to make you think that we're gonna roll?
Heartbreaking right
What
there.
have you seen here lately that make you think that we're gonna roll them coming
Because
in?
of the situation.
I think our defense played well over the last 2 games. Like I said, we're not making those key stops when we should, but I think they played well over the last couple of games. I think if we can really hold the last 2 teams down, I don't think Washington has that much offense to offer. I just think we got to put that foot in their neck. We have to get motivated for that game. We were motivated for the last 2 games because, they were good ball teams. There were talks of them possibly beating us. So we were motivated for those 2 games. So we
You
played
think we'll be
better.
motivated for this one?
We should be, man. We should be
There's no reason
motivated
not
to
to
keep
be
that second
motivated.
seed.
You better be.
We should be motivated to keep that second seed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the scary
yeah.
part. That's what I worry about. That's what I worry about. Is that games on
Easy
the
like
road,
Sunday morning.
So
I don't
what
think it's
was?
gonna be easy.
So what y'all feel about our pass rush when it comes to our defense? I ain't really seeing us get to the quarterback for real.
Well, people are getting it out fast on us. The tape is out. You know what I'm saying? Get it out fast on Dallas. Pressure's coming. The pressures are there.
This dude
They're just
here,
getting it out fast.
this dude here gets sacked more than anybody.
I mean, and we've been getting held. We only been talking about it all season.
Well, this
They
dude here,
ain't calling.
gets sacked more than anybody. That's
Hal?
granted Hal plays. That they were going to play Jacoby Brissett.
Everybody play a
He
part
wasn't
in it.
able to go. They put Hal back in, so I don't know if Hal's going to play this week or it's going to be
They ain't said
Brissett.
yet. They haven't said.
But whenever they're putting Brissett in the game, they're tanking, man.
Yeah.
They're tanking.
He got hurt.
Take their heart, man.
Man, he can't beat you. All right. It's an NFL quarterback, man. You think
Well, I'm not. No, I'm not,
Danny
I'm
DeVito
not
get in
saying
there.
he
You seen Danny
can't,
DeVito
he
get in there
can't
with
beat
some
you. I'm
guys.
just
He
saying
back up out there,
they
too.
they put him in
Set him
and
down,
bitched
too.
Hal.
Set him down, too.
I think because they're taking the season out.
Yeah.
That's why I think
They
they did
done.
it.
I mean, you think that this
Coach
game,
done.
unless you telling me one
I ain't
game is going
worried
to drop them that deep in the draft, they going to come in there and try to whoop our ass. I don't care. Like, look, man, I know what we are, and
Bro,
you
they
think that
done
they don't want to
imploded.
ruin it. You think that they don't want to ruin our 2 seed.
They done
Who do you think they
imploded.
hate more, us or Philly?
They didn't implode.
Oh, I'm sure. us.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
you
around
think
the
They
that
ain't
they
even
don't
got
want
enough people to fight to hate. They don't even
No,
be there.
But my thing,
They don't
my
even be
thing
there.
is,
They
why
are
do you
coming
think?
out talking.
Why
We
do
don't
you
even
think
be
they
there.
bitched Hal for Jacoby?
Good food down there, though.
I don't think it really matters.
Well, I think Hal's their starter. I think they know that. I think he's their starter next year.
Oh no, they're getting a quarterback.
They're going to quarterback, yeah.
You think?
Yeah,
Yeah, they got their early pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going for a quarterback.
Okay, well they just got Hal. They just picked him early, first round. I just don't see.
Well, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
just don't
Unless
see
they
them
trade
picking
him, I don't know what
anybody
they.
else, but-
And they get another DN or something. They got rid of one.
They need defensive
I
linemen
think they'll
bad.
come out firing.
Because everybody went out.
They
You
come
feel
out
me? They
firing,
gonna get
bro.
coached and everything.
You think McLaurin and
This is
and
their last
Dotson and
game.
them, yeah,
They're going. This is what they're going to hang for the end of this. Now, the GM and the front office might want them to lose and do all that,
I don't
but
think
the
so
players
either.
and all of that, this is. They got to keep the fans engaged. If we knock Dallas off, we can sell tickets next year. This is the last game. We got to keep you enthused for the summer.
Who don't
They're
wanna
gonna-
beat the
They're going to
Cowboys?
come out with give their shot.
Who don't
Is it going to
wanna
work?
do it?
No. But they're going to come out. They're going to come out fine. We just got to, like you said,
Another
take their
takeover.
soul.
one game at a time.
That's it, man. They don't want
Take
to be
this
here.
out.
We're gonna send them home early. It's just it.
Yeah,
Because with
one.
all that said, I guess the win was great for morale, but as far as the eye test, I'm still as concerned as I was the week before.
This is
I
a-
am too.
This is a
Still as
great.
concerned as
This is
I
a
am
great
too.
opportunity to jump out early,
And that shit.
give Coop
Yeah.
some reps.
Yeah.
It's a good shot to jump out early, man, and send the guys, man, for the rest
Maybe
of the
even
game.
try.
This
See,
is
we
one of those
going in
games,
with the
man.
wrong mindset, man. We
did y'all
gotta
just watch
go.
them play the
I
Dallas?
was about to say,
Did y'all just watch? They not
Like,
that
for
weak
real.
as you.
They not, dog.
Play
Like,
the who?
The Giants.
They just played the Niners. They lost,
Niners,
but
yeah.
they came
Oh,
out
you said the
fighting.
Giants.
I thought I said the
first
Niners. My
round,
bad.
yeah.
Did y'all just?
They
watch?
came out fighting early.
They
They
came out fighting
early.
They're not.
It was tired early, and they stretched out on them.
But you just got.
We're not going to be able to put.
The Niners
Coop
play
in.
like it
We
though.
gotta
They play slow. They play.
Yes.
They
We gotta
walk you
play,
down.
man.
Yes, man.
We got to come out
Yes.
and
The
give it.
Niners
Bring it.
play. They
And
play
if
like
it
it.
so
They walk
happens-
you down. Then they open
Although
up.
I would like to have burgers one more time for the season.
I like burgers.
I would like burgers one more time.
Hold
for
on,
the
what was you
season.
saying, Steve?
I would like burgers.
I missed it. What you say?
Now we was talking about the game. Yeah, I was
Oh,
talking.
that they like to walk people
Yeah, the
down.
Niners, they don't start out fast no way. They like to walk people
It's a
down.
good old,
okay.
It's a good old 42 to 21 game. You know, rest our guys a little bit. You know, last 4 or 5 minutes of the fourth. It's one of those games.
I don't know, man. I don't think they earned the rest.
Y'all be trying to make people pull receipts up on us, man. Jeez, man. Look, man. Jeez, man. Look.
Yeah, I don't think
understand
they
what we
earned
are
the
right now.
rest,
Look,
man.
I understand what we are right now. Look, I'm happy with this victory that everybody's mad about, and I would like to come in and look at Washington as the same team. I want to play them the same exact way as we play Detroit or Seattle or, Green Bay or San Francisco. Come out with that same type of gusto or whatnot, the same type of energy as you would, because this game means this might be the biggest game of the season because of what it means for possibly two home games.
Yeah.
Possibly two home games. This right here is by far the biggest game of the season because
And it
nothing else
could be.
before this matters. This is it.
So we know
This is
that.
it.
And it could be
we
throughout.
know it, so you would hope that they know this is by far the biggest game of the season, though.
Yeah.
Because we went from 5th to 2nd. When you think how improbable this was 2 weeks ago after losing
Right.
2 straight,
Right.
you know what I mean? This prosperity that, like, it's literally, it's like a golden nugget. You know what I mean? They just handed it right to us. It's like, here, man, this is yours.
We
Do as you
hit some
please.
oil.
We still got Detroit
You still
coming
got
up,
Detroit?
and they had motherfucking
Man, dog.
Cardinals.
The Cardinals, they had the Cardinals, they had the
man.
Giants who gave it to
Yeah,
them, what they
man.
wanted.
Hey,
Everything's
like-
lined
Yeah,
up
man.
perfectly,
Wanted to
man.
say it.
Cry,
Stevie
Eagles,
wanted to say
cry.
it. So when they say improbable, what do they know?
What
Huh?
do they know?
What do
They
they know?
don't know nothing, man.
Man.
Jeez, because that 24
What
hour,
do they know?
that little 12-hour
Yeah.
span, man, it gave me a boost in confidence. Like, to know that, damn, how shit changes that quick. How the
Exactly.
how the-
Because
how
we're
the
looking
turn
from.
changes, man.
nervous because as easy as he who giveth, he
You
who
take
taketh
it,
away.
yeah. It is. It is, dog.
If we come back in this motherfucker next week as the 5th seed,
Man,
somebody's getting whooped.
I'm mad at the
Somebody's
motherfucker.
getting whooped, man.
Hey, dog, the fifth.
If
Because
we
the
come
fifth-
back in as the 5th seed after all this, somebody's getting whooped,
Hey,
man.
Cowboy,
We
Cowboy,
catching
you got me,
flights.
man.
The
I'm
crew gonna
humble,
catch
man.
some
I'm
flights.
humble for a week, man. I'm humble for a week. I just want to get this 2 seed, Lord. That's all I ask, man. That's all I want, man. Give me his
Y'all
2
fuck
seed,
around, be
man.
one man short next week.
Suicide watch.
Man, he might not make it.
Hey, dog, because we went from 5 to 2 and literally with
And
with
from the
touchdown.
road to home.
From the road to home, the same thing that we were
From the
worried
road
about.
to 2 home games.
And then we could
Yeah.
rewind last week's show and say that, I'd feel confident when we play at home than I would if we had the playoff games on the road. And now we have potentially have the home field advantage.
Yeah.
And I'm still not as
And I
confident
was
as I was.
I was shutting it down when you was trying to bring up the scenarios.
Yeah,
I was
and I'm
like,
still
man,
not as
nah,
confident
man, we
as
ain't
I
got-"
was
Yeah.
when we was putting up 40 a clip. But now I feel better because there's a chance that we might put up 40. There's a chance that we're going to be that much better at home, and potentially, you never know. We don't know what's going to happen on the other side of the bracket. Fuck around and get 3 home games.
My
For
thing
home,
is-
you know what I mean, all the way for the NFC Championship in Dallas, man. Like, how about it? You know what I mean?
How about
My
it?
thing
How
is,
about it?
How about
we
it?
was hearing about we ain't played nobody, what we do, and this and that. And I know we 3-5 on the road, but then when you look at the playoff picture and the board, and you notice that 4 of the teams out of the 9 that's in the playoff hunting
Already
picture,
tapped that ass.
we done tapped that ass in Dallas. So I would take them odds of coming back. We done knocked off the Rams, we knocked off the Seahawks, we knocked off the Eagles, we knocked off the Lions, all in Dallas. So if you telling me I got 2 games in Dallas, Rams was in our what?
Rams in LA, but that's Dallas
It's
West.
still-
That's Dallas West.
all the way. Shout out to all the fans in LA. Y'all
Shout
hold it
out
down.
to
them.
But if you see
All
that,
through Cal.
take that route with all these teams, and now you got to come to Dallas for 2 of them. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all
I'm
see
with
what
that.
the refs did then. Imagine what they gonna do during playoff time.
Ooh.
I'm okay with it. Give me the cheat
I don't need
wins
him
all
in the
day.
way. Just go out there and
Give me the
destroy
cheat
everybody.
wins. I like being the bad guy. I
Go
like
out there and
the bad
destroy
guy. And we gonna
everybody.
keep cheating. How about that? We gonna keep cheating.
Ain't nobody cheat.
They cheated on us, man.
Quit
They cheated
trying to
on
break
us.
the rules.
They cheated on us,
Hey,
man.
cheat, that's out the
That trip was on
window.
Hutchinson, man. We
That's
would
out the
have never
window.
got the ball back for that. We'd have ran all the
And
time.
then
man. That was
report
first
right.
down.
Anybody tell y'all not to
Yeah,
report
yeah.
that they send all these weak linemen over? Report right, man. And get all them people out the LOS.
Man, I like the narrative that we cheating, man. I'm
So-
cool with that. I like the
so,
narrative that we cheating. I'm gonna keep pushing it. Fuck y'all mad
Some
at us.
coaches, man,
just play-
so
I
smart
like
they
cheating.
dumb, man.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, man. Trying to outsmart
man.
yourself,
Ours.
man.
Fuck
Yo,
yeah,
ours.
ours.
No, he don't outsmart himself.
Yeah,
he do.
Yeah, he do.
Some of those
Motherfucking
motherfuckers-
3 straight passes and then 2 when you dumb
That
fuck.
was
What
The
the
universe
That
was
was
trying to
just
tell them
dumb.
kick the field goal, but they
That
wouldn't
was just
listen.
very dumb.
Man,
the extra point, they wouldn't listen.
Extra point, multiple.
Yeah, that was just pure dumb.
Hey,
That
so
wasn't
look,
outsmart nobody.
come
That
on,
was
man. Y'all
just
gonna
pure
keep going
stupidity.
on.
So
He
look,
thought he was
I'm
great
a-
outsmart them. He thought they was great play the run, and he was great throw it over top of their head. He was so smart that he was dumb.
No, that was just pure dumb. Just look at the time and run the ball. I mean that you outsmarting yourself doing that.
That's what we
Hey,
said.
I'm gonna tell y'all
exactly.
listeners, look, man, we watching the game. So after we score, Cuz is over hot. I'm hot. We looking and he said, "Oh," we looked on the TV. We seen a flag. He said, "We got a flag." He said, "Whoa, they calling it back." Cuz looked at me, I'm like, "Oh no, Cuz, we cheating." We cheating, Cuz. We cheating. From Jimmy night, we ain't doing. He said, "We cheating, Cuz. We the results of the cheating,
Man,
dog.
I'm
We
watching
cheating."
it with my wife, and she yells out. She was like, Are they cheating for us, or is that a real play? Is that a real call? Like, two things can be true at the same time. That is a real call, and they are cheating for us.
Hey, but it's so
Anyway,
nuts.
let's go,
To
boys.
think that call happens then at that moment, dog. It's just so
confusing the
funny,
refs.
dog, because it's like, damn, refs on Jimmy night. I don't care if the fix was in. Fuck it, man. We in Dallas. Keep y'all's ass out of AT&T,
Somebody hit
man.
me.
Y'all like
Somebody
it, man.
hit me with that. Man, they cheating. I'm
I
like,
don't give a fuck,
dude, do
yeah.
you see number 11 getting held every play?
Right.
And you gonna say we cheating?
Right.
Man,
Even if
I
he
still-
wasn't,
I still go back to that tripping.
And
That
y'all
was
went down
horrible.
for a 4th down and didn't convert. That's on your coach, player.
Y'all went down. Y'all went for it 3 straight times. And the thing is,
They
people
convert.
make
That's
the
on
point
y'all.
of if he reported or not. If he would have reported, he would have been covered. We don't know. Jordan Lewis came out after the game and said that they had been working on them situations all week. So when he reported, they kept eyes on 70.
Yep.
If they would have reported, if Taylor Decker would have reported,
That's how
we would have
you
kept
got
eyes on 68. So you don't even know if they did report, would he have caught it? We
But
don't
the
know
ref
that.
would have told him, and
The
the
ref
ref
would have
did.
told him. They announced it over
Yeah.
the loudspeaker, and they announced to the defense. So even if
Yeah, they
would
announced
report it,
70.
yeah, they have to announce it. So Jordan Lewis said it. They've been working on that shit all week. So if they don't, you still had 2 more tries after we gave it back to you. We gave it back to you on a dumbass offside. I can't call it
Offside.
dumb, but an offsides because Mike.
Dumbass.
It was
We got a
it
pick
was
off
still
that.
just overzealous, man. So look, I'm
a
gonna
pick
let my
off
guy. I'm gonna let my guy do his thing. He
But
been
then-
causing havoc all game,
but then
and we
that-
got a pick, and then y'all had another chance.
That coach
and still
went
didn't do
for
it.
it.
3 straight times.
2-point conversion from the 7-yard
From
line.
the 7-yard line.
Who
You was
does
being
that?
cocky. You was being
Who
cocky.
does that?
You
From
was
the
being
center?
cocky. It's on you. You was being cocky, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the couch watching it, man, and it's a thing about momentum with me, man. When I start to see the shift of the momentum, my daughter, she's walking through. She's like, "Are y'all winning?" I'm like, I'm just dead silent because this is before it's 2013. But
Yeah,
I'm like,
shit's
we
going
winning
on.
right now. We winning right now, but the game ain't over. And I'm just like, man, they getting ready to drive on us. And I'm just watching that or whatever, man. But when he get the 2-point conversion or whatever, I'm standing up looking like, damn, man, we done lost 3 in a row. And then I seen that flag. And I ain't know what it was, but I was still concerned of them getting the 2 points still. So I just watched it to the end, man, and I just felt like we got out with a win-loss. You know, that's just what it felt like to me.
When I first seen that flag, I thought they had excessive celebration. That was going to be 15 yards that we was going to take on. I'm still in.
Yeah,
we
I was-
could
yeah,
get
yeah.
We could get Aubrey and then kick his 3 and win this game in
Yeah.
20-something. This is going to be epic, and hopefully Furrier get this 20-something yards so I can get this parlay in on it. But in the meantime, we still had another timeout. We was still great strike in my mind. They couldn't hold us.
Hey man, that shit
Yeah.
was so funny. Hey, that flag. When I tell you, dog, we laughed our ass off, dog. When we seen
Me
that
too.
flag, dog. You can't do nothing but laugh because even at the
Yeah.
moment, I don't
Yeah,
think
that
nobody.
moment, it was like,
At the
ah.
moment, nobody understands the call.
Right.
So, and even to this day, I don't know if they understand what happened. People are saying that it's the ref's fault, but everybody.
They said
needs
the
to-
refs assumed that the same player
Okay, the
that
ref
had
might've
been
fucked up.
calling them. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the ref might have fucked up, but then Campbell, I think that you fucked up too by trying to be smart, trying to outsmart the ref. So
But no,
that's
no,
what
no.
happens. You throw shit in there and
But
shit got fucked
wasn't
up.
there?
That's
But
a-
wasn't 70 also covered up? So wasn't he actually?
Yeah, it was illegal formation.
yeah, he's the one. He's the
Yeah.
one that the ref assumed
That's why there were 2
was
flags.
checking
Right.
in.
That's why there were
was
2
more than
flags.
one penalty
Yeah, that's
on
why there
one
were 2
play.
flags.
The
So
right calls.
Yeah, and I'm okay with it. Look, man, y'all need to Then you go and get that shit together. You know, you mad at us, and I'm okay with y'all being mad at us,
Trying
man.
to
Yeah.
You don't like us no way.
Look here, my baby. Look, man.
Curse is lifted.
You
man.
don't like
Man,
us
look
no
here.
way, so keep
Look here.
hating.
That's step one of the
Detroit
curse
been
being
mad,
lifted,
dog.
man. That's
We
step
ain't got
one.
no
Y'all
way
heard
out
Stephen A. The curse is lifted,
Man,
man.
Man, the
lose
curse
yourself.
is
Lose
lifted.
yourself, Detroit.
Let's
Y'all be
start it.
all right.
So how do y'all feel? You know, you match up. Say right now you're looking at what the Packers. And then say all the top seeds win, and you have to face the Lions again. How do y'all feel about that game in the playoffs to go to the NFC Championship game?
I like it.
Yeah.
Because I think we should have beat them back more than what we did. I think
Right.
we left a lot of points out there on the board.
Yeah.
We left a lot of plays out there that we can clean up. That little CD play, it was a couple other plays that we really dropped the ball on. And I'm not worried about
But what about their mindset coming in?
Oh, it should be the same.
Yeah.
All the
have a
teams
last-
that we beat should have the same. The Rams, you think we put up 40 on the Rams? You think they ain't
But
anxious to get back?
but with the Lions, there was controversy
Remember
behind
the
that
last time I seen us
loss.
in the playoffs, the Lions. Remember
But
the
we
last
was
time I
destroyed.
seen
But
us?
they
We'll
still-
do it again.
They
was
know what we
handling
know.
them for
We
real.
know.
Yeah, we was handling them.
They
We'll
know
do
that
it.
Hutchinson really did that trip in college and shouldn't have been there. They know that
Yeah.
Parsons should,
They
if
know
he
they
didn't jump
messed up.
over offsides,
They're the-
that would
they're
have
the
been a pick.
Lions, man.
They
They're the
know
Lions.
that CD
They're
ain't
the
gonna drop it
Lions.
on the goal line next time. They know that they got away with some shit. They shouldn't have been in that position. They know that our coach fucked up and gave them more time than they should have. So as much as they know how good they played and how close it was with the controversy, they also know they dodged a couple of bullets that could have put them
That's
away
solid.
too.
That's solid, man. But that was a whole lot of shit. It sounded like we need to clean the fuck up.
That's all. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But I'd rather clean up shit off a win than a loss.
And I love the
You already got the
that
mentality.
type of win, dog.
Dak
Like,
done seen them in the playoffs, you know.
and that type of win, I'm okay with winning like that. Last time we seen Detroit in the playoffs, we won. We won on a controversial call. We beat them on a controversial call this time around. And I'll beat them
Lions,
again on a
man.
controversial.
Lions.
I'll beat them again on a
Don't forget,
controversial call.
we beat them on that contra. We cheated on them and got
cheated
cheated on the very next week.
The very next week. Hey, I don't know how
He who
why you
give it,
look at
take it
but
away.
Yeah, we did the very next week. We
very
got one
next
too.
week, they
Yeah, we
robbed
got-
us.
They
Curse
robbed
lifted.
us. Yeah, man,
Jimmy's
still a
in.
catch.
Jimmy's
The
in.
curse is lifted.
The curse is lifted. So you know, speaking of that, you know, the
Who would
curse.
you rather play? My bad.
No, I was just thinking. So the curse is lifted, and we talk about a historic night in Dallas, fandom or whatnot. How about
Man.
the '88 battle? You know, so in let's throw a hypothetical out there. That's better. Who's the best in order? Who's the best '88s?
I ain't
right
doing
now,
that.
in order.
I'm not
We can do
doing
that right now. Run through.
Nah.
We can do it right now.
I mean,
Because the record's been broken.
I mean,
A
go
record's
ahead.
been broken. A Cowboy record's been broken in what, year 4 now?
Well,
Is
CD
that we
ain't
on
the
year 4 now?
CD's not the best because he don't have
At
a
all.
Super Bowl.
In year
You
4.
gotta get some jewelry.
So we know. Okay, so we got
You said
playmaker.
Mike
We got
Harvey,
playmaker. We got
Drew
playmaker.
Pearson,
And Drew
Dez
Pearson.
Bryant.
So Dez
then
is before
CD.
CD. Dez is before CD. You got Dez before CD? That's what I was asking. 'Cause
Right
I know
now.
we knew Drew and Mike. We knew Drew
Right
and Mike was
now.
at the top.
Right now, Dez in front of CD. Dez led the whole league in touchdowns when
He got like 76 touchdowns.
And see, that's what I kind of figured y'all would say. So I asked you, is he?
You gotta let the cake bake for CD.
Yeah, Cake still baking for CD.
But he's broke the play. He broke a record that Dez couldn't. That Dez didn't break. And I was wondering in that case because I kind of figured y'all would say Dez. So is CD a benefit of this new pass first offense or pass first era that we didn't have? Because when Dez was
Absolutely.
there, we only had
We
really
ran the
3.
ball.
Yeah, we ran the ball, but we really only ran the ball like 2-3 years out of all of
3
them.
solid years. That we had
3
top
solid
league
years.
rushers.
Yeah, we did, but those wasn't years that Dez.
Dez had the clapper.
Yeah, he was passing the ball.
He definitely.
He was passing the ball.
throwing the ball, but he was passing early, but like he started running the ball in like 3-4 years.
I just think
Strong.
right now,
Remember, we still had.
I think Dez is better. Dez was doing it in bigger times at the end in bigger situations right now, and I think CD.
Yeah.
As he said, still the cake ain't baked yet. He's still.
Even though he's broke all-time greats, Cowboys.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
But he's to be honest with you, he's a better player than Dez. He just gotta let his career finish
That's
up.
what we on year 4 now, right?
Yeah.
Year 4 now, and Dez gave us how many? 9, 8.
I was gonna say
Round,
nine.
yeah, 8, 9.
We'll see. So I guess the next contract we'll talk about it. But I really believe that for me, looking at CD right now.
What playoff game has CD played that you said, yeah, he left it out there, he did it. Dez caught that ball, and even without that,
He did catch it.
He
Did
was
catch.
balling.
Dez is a man. I'm a huge
Yeah.
Dez fan. I'm a huge
Even
Dez
without
fan.
that, he was still balling.
Throwing up the axe on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right now, when you look at CD's production, how he's able to take over a game right now. When we feed the ball to you, because y'all call for it to feed CD, feed your best player,
correct.
and we see what happens when you feed him.
Yeah.
So if at this rate.
But
He's
you got
at
he's
this
getting
rate.
he's getting spoon fed a lot. Dez had to share with Witten. He
Yeah.
had to share
Who was
the little tiptoe receiver.
it was a
Creighton.
bunch of them.
He
Crazy.
Turk.
You
Ah.
had different people that you was at, but more than anything,
Dez didn't have to play with another.
you
Dez
had
didn't have to play with
play
number two.
Witten.
Witten
Witten was Romo's guy.
He was his guy.
He was his. If Dez got as many balls thrown to him as CD's getting now, he would have a bigger record. But them balls that he's getting now, this force fed, them was going to Witten.
Dez, yeah, he had a Hall of Fame over with him too. So whenever you can do it with a Hall of Famer next to you.
And I think CD ended up being better. I just think right now.
I think CD ended up.
Yeah, way better route runner than Dez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Dez only stayed on the outside, didn't he? He didn't go in the slot.
No.
Yeah, he played him in
he
the
was
slot,
just
but
the
not
X.
like
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, CD plays the slot.
They did it
a lot.
early in his career,
A lot.
but I like that.
Yeah, so Dez max receptions is the most he had was 93 in 2013. That's the most reception. He played 16 yards. The most reception he's had in a season. Most yards is 1,200. Well, 1,300 in 2012.
How many does
So,
he have total?
Total yards 7,500.
What's his most touchdowns?
Most touchdowns is 16 in 2014.
It's big.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's
That's
big.
huge.
That's at the receiver. We sit here talking about McCaffrey and the other dude from Miami, and they got 20. And they talking about them like, dude got 16 at the receiver.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a bad motherfucker. I mean, when you look at it, but CD's this is his second straight season with 100-yard reception. 100 receptions a season. He had 100 last year to 107 last year.
That's what
so
he's
he was
trying
close
to
to
get that
breaking.
money,
He was
man.
close
That's what
to
they do.
breaking playmakers' receptions last season.
Shout out to the playmaker. You got them stats, and you did that
He
all
got them
time
stats
with the
to do his
all-time
thing.
leading rusher. You
Yeah,
did that
he
with the
do his thing.
all-time leading rusher
do his thing.
and Novacek in the middle.
And he's second in touchdowns.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
the playmaker.
And it was second
Yeah.
in touchdowns. Like, dude,
He really
all
gets
time.
disrespected and underestimated, but if you sit down and if you watched it,
Man, he
man,
was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dak gave us
Timothy.
9.
It was
Dak
Jerry
gave us
Rice
9
and Mike Irvin
7,500.
and everybody else.
And he got
Dez gave
physical.
us 9 and had 7,500.
Yeah, and he was a real leader.
CD's at 5.
More than any of these other receivers, he was the leader.
He's gonna smack that record.
He's one of the biggest leaders in NFL
It's a
history.
passing league.
Smack it already.
It's a passing league. He's supposed
It is
to.
definitely a passing league. But are
And
we
then
so
whoever the next receiver after him is going to pass him because it's only getting more pass happier, pass happier, pass happier, pass happier. That's the way it's
And
going.
you can't touch him out there.
Yeah,
You can't put your hands on him.
you better not. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down if you touch him.
You know, it's designed to speed the game up, man. They want it to be a passing league, man.
So,
Man, what y'all think about the moment though, man?
what you mean?
Halftime, man. The Ring of Honor, Jimmy Johnson, man.
Man, hey,
you
man,
can't get
that-
out of here
I
without
ain't even
speaking
gonna lie
on
to you,
that.
man. That was touching, man. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? That was a touching moment, man.
Man.
That was real, man.
That
To see
was alright.
to see the gang all together, man. That was alright right there, man. That was alright. See them old clips.
And when he hit him with the how about them Cowboys at the
that was it,
man.
That was it, man. My homie called me and
told
hollered, man,
y'all.
you feeling real
Hey, man.
nostalgic right now, ain't you? I
told-
said, yeah, I'm feeling
told
real
y'all
nostalgic.
about-
This is
I told
go
y'all
year.
about 5-6 weeks ago, didn't I? Bring that man back in the door.
Yeah,
Rick said he don't want to coach these young boys.
Nah, he don't need to be
Bring that
coach.
man
Nah,
back.
he's in the Ring of Honor.
I
He-
told you, I ain't listening.
You know
to
what?
He
you.
ain't gotta do none of that. He did more. When he was with us, it lasted a lifetime, man. He helped put this franchise up on the map and man on another level. So, I mean, that was just a monumental moment, man.
That was
All
nice.
the old players there, man.
Curse lifted.
They was kicking it. Him and Jerry was, showing love to each other, and shit.
Then they showed Woodson, man. And when I
Sticky
saw
sticks.
him, man, Oh man, that man used to play physical.
Sticky sticks. I call them sticky sticks because wherever he touched you is where he stopped.
Oh, it's over.
Sticky sticks.
It's
When the
over.
sticky sticks grabbed you, you
He
stopped.
should have been. He
I
should have
remember
been
I
in the
saw him.
finals.
Oh man, I missed them days.
So your favorite player from those from the dynasty would be who?
Deion.
Deion's mine too. Your favorite? I know.
I
who
didn't
yours
know.
is.
Yeah,
Playmaker.
we already went through that. We done already went through that.
Playmaking Emmett was mine.
Yeah, but my
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I got a
Deion wasn't
text.
there.
I
He
got a
wasn't at the
text.
celebration, was he?
I got a text when Jimmy went in. And my big bro texted me, man. Shout out to Drew, man. He be listening to every podcast.
Shout out to you, Drew.
Yeah, and
Support, my
he said Jimmy going in almost made him cry.
Hey, I got watery. I was tipsy
Yeah.
too.
I
told you I was emotional,
I
man.
smoked that. I got watery. I was like, man, I should have been there.
When you first said it, the first thing I said was that was an emotional moment, man.
crying,
For real, man.
Nah, I wasn't.
I was
I
like,
wasn't.
man, it's supposed to be in there.
I was paying attention to how when I'm sitting there watching the players that he coached, how just Troy Aikman just seemed just so proud and appreciative to be in that moment, and just how Emmett and Michael reacted to Jimmy and how he was telling them, like I always like telling our youth, and I try to give them something that they may not understand now, but they'll get it in the future and look back on who told them that. And I think that was a moment that Jimmy was having with Emmett and Michael when he was like, I was in y'all called me this, called me that, but look what it did. See what I'm saying? So they were able to appreciate, Coach was tough on us, but look what it got us. Look what we standing at now. So that's kind of how I was looking at the moment.
Yeah, all them guys are stars, man. Everybody who left that team, majority of everybody had jobs. Everybody did something. Either we brought them back with the organization. Shout out Big Nate Newton.
I mean, that's what we do in Cowboys.
We
We
take
take care of our own.
take care of our own, man.
We
Big
take
Nate,
care of our
man.
own. That's
like,
always been.
You know, and it's been one of them things like when you're a cowboy for life, man. And when you retire, cowboy, should I say? Because DeMarcus right now is probably the only one I can think that can come back. Dez, you'll always be a cowboy because you still ride fuds. You know what I mean? Outside of that,
Zeke will be back.
Zeke Cowboy.
He's got cowboy spirit.
He don't even look right out there in New England.
Zeke will be back.
Let's keep it real. Come
I'm
on
okay
back,
with
man.
it.
Get rid of him. Come back.
So that makes me think. We talk about Zeke. Where do we see our running back going forward? What do you see?
I'm kind of
Draft.
I'm kind of
Draft
I'm
That's
kind of
why
looking.
I was leaning. That's why I was wondering. Like,
Draft's
do you
coming.
see us
I think
drafting-
Tony's in trouble a little bit.
I don't know.
I think he played himself out of the contract that he wanted.
Yeah, I don't know that he's in trouble. I mean, when you're starting for the Dallas Cowboys and you have potential, I think you can, as long as you stay healthy and work hard, you can keep that spot. I see him and Rico coming back leading next
Well,
year.
he wants the money. He wants some money though.
Yeah, he's on the franchise.
How much he gonna get?
Yeah, but at franchise ticket,
And would
was
somebody
10,
else
it was
wanna
10
give him
it
more?
was 10 this
So
year.
it'll be
So it'd have to
15
be
to
a
20
deal.
next year.
It'd have to be a
is
deal.
Rico
All
gonna
right,
be
all
out?
he let go.
You saying Rico's gonna
And
be
we
number
got
one next
paid
year?
CD,
Nah,
and we got
Rico's gonna
paid
be number
Michael.
one.
Hell no. He can't stay up. And no, you can't be.
That's what we're saying.
We're gonna draft
think
one,
it's,
and he might
that's
come
right.
back, and we still gonna
I
draft.
think he'll draft one
give him a
anyway.
2-3
He'll come
year
back.
contract.
I don't know if he's going to get that
You draft another one.
11,
Come on.
12 million again. I think it's possible.
Nah, it probably be 2-3 years, about
What? I don't know.
18, 20 million, something like
See,
that.
we might if
You're
we
not
draft.
How old is
Options
Tony?
to
If
break
we
off.
draft somebody, I see might throw in a franchise on him again just to see.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that. It's gonna be
No,
too
no,
high.
no,
2 years in a
too
row.
high. We're gonna give you-
What do you mean?
Because you got
What
10
you
right
mean?
now,
If
it's
it's
only
10
gonna
now,
go
it's
up.
gonna go
He's
up to
definitely
15 or
not.
What
20.
you gonna give him? 2
He'll
years.
get a 2-3 year contract with an
For
option.
about
to get,
18
you know what I'm
million.
saying?
Yeah.
About 9 a year.
You
Yeah.
front loaded real
Something like
quick.
that.
I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that.
You played yourself out of what you wanted.
I can see that.
You
I
had
can
the
see that.
opportunity to ball out and do what you had did the previous two, and you could have came to the table and told the Cowboys what you want, and we'd have been obliged to listen to that. Now you gotta come to that table and get told what we want,
I can see
and
that.
you can either be obliged to that. I will show you film of Zeke and
But you know what,
New
though?
England.
I don't know if Tony Pollard was really tripping because he signed that franchise tag quick.
Quick.
Like, all right,
Yeah,
I'll take it. I ain't tripping. Like,
Quick.
so he might be willing to make a deal at this
I think
point.
so,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
at the
Because
same
you have
time,
to, or you
I
got to
think he
see
was
what else
playing
is going.
to get a bigger contract. I just don't think
Right.
that's what it's
I
going to be this
wouldn't- I
time.
wouldn't-
I think he'll be back.
You think he was playing to get a bigger one? Just
I wouldn't be surprised.
he
if
knew he had the
$10 million.
injury.
I wouldn't
So
be
do you
surprised
think he
if
was
they
on?
give him
Because I think it
$10
took
million
a minute for him to get his wheels
I
going.
think he was playing to get a
got a lot of
big one.
free
I think he
agents
took
coming.
that free agency signed that quick. And at franchise, he signed that quick, knowing that once he healed up, he was expected to come out and do what he had been doing, and then we would offer him a long term and more
So
more
you
money.
see,
It just
you
didn't
see him
happen.
getting, you see him getting 9 and 10. We got all these free unrestricted coming out.
I think it's possible, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
We got all
it's-
these unrestricted.
He might not
the-
get 9 or 10,
I
bro.
think it's
I don't
possible.
think he's gonna get 9 or 10,
I think
bro.
it's
Yeah, he gonna
possible.
get 9 or 10.
I don't see
Yeah.
9 or 10. Y'all
He
say
may
8,
not.
7 or
But
8.
shit, even
I can
eight.
see it, though.
7, 8.
No,
Even eight.
but I think
9 or 10, he ain't worth
I
it.
think we need
Which-
to give him.
even
well,
out of
I
that,
think
you're gonna
we need to
get-
give him a little shot. You know,
it's
he-
gonna be more
he-
guaranteed.
Give him a shot for what?
You just got a shot.
Well, you just got a shot. That's what I'm wondering. You said give him a
But
shot
at the
for
same
what? What are we
time-
trying to
Come
see?
back
Whoa, whoa,
healthy.
whoa, whoa,
He didn't
whoa,
come
whoa.
back healthy like he was supposed to. The offensive
Nah.
came back.
I
Nah.
think
It ain't like it was a bad knee or something, man.
Right.
You just had a broke ankle.
16 carries for
It
49 yards, John.
was a
16.
leg. It
But
wasn't-
we
it
in
was
week
not an
we
ankle.
in
It was a leg.
we
It
in
was
week
not an ankle.
16.
It was a leg.
That's still not a ligament. That's a bone. That heals. That ain't nothing. That's a bone. It's not a ligament.
Bro,
You
we
come
in
back
week-
off of broke bones.
We in week
It's
16.
ligaments
John.
that fuck you up, and
You don't come back the same.
Yeah, you know, because Dak,
But if that's
he
the case, you don't
lose
deserve
the
no
same.
10 million.
Dak did the same
He already
thing.
wasn't
come
fast,
back
but
the
he's
same,
not
man.
as fast as
I don't know.
He
Mike
not
Mike
losing
Bush
yet.
had a nice run in the league
Shout out
after
to
breaking
Mike,
his
man.
leg.
Nah, he ain't had no nice run.
Michael Bush.
He ain't had no nice. Ain't no nice run. But that broke leg showed up in the league, man. In real talk,
Shout out to
nah,
Mike,
that wasn't no knock, because I love Mike Bush, man.
I know.
He had a deal for the deal, dog, but it wasn't like.
I know. Before I forget real quick, this season
That
our
wasn't no knock,
rushing,
bro.
this rushing on this season is not on Pollard, man. Y'all not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna do it. Yeah, y'all not gonna. But he's still doing his thing.
Yeah,
But they cheated and broke my
That
man's
still
leg.
ain't. This season is not all on Pollard. Y'all cannot put it at rushing. He ain't had some blocks, and the offensive line been piss
up.
poor
Man,
on the
damn
rushing
that,
time
dog.
as it should.
Damn that, man. Damn that, dog. Look, man. Tony, you done had, look, Rico done came in and made us
Rico's
question.
tiptoeing just as much as he is right
He is
now.
tiptoeing, but at the same time, the fact that, look.
Yeah, Rico's tiptoe bandit to number two.
No, but check, but see, so it was Zeke. And we were wondering if Tony. We were wondering if Tony could be the number one with Zeke. So we got Zeke out there and gave him a chance.
Right.
Then you have another backup
I thought
coming
he
behind
could.
him and making us question if Tony is the one.
Yeah.
That's not saying that you are the one, bro. That's just saying that we had an older back. We had an older back whose best days was behind him. You benefited off of that, splitting those carries. So now you have Dowdle who's coming in and you're sharing carries with him. You just went 16 for 49. And one of them runs was like 14 yards. One of them runs was like 14, bro.
Yeah.
Like 14. Yeah, bro. That was nothing, dog. So, yeah,
Yeah,
so I
he's
look at
getting hit
Tony.
behind the line of
He's
scrimmage.
Tony's not,
behind the
I'm
line
not
of
giving Tony
scrimmage,
10. I'm not giving Tony 10. I'm not giving Tony 10.
I think he might get it, man.
Go draft one.
I think
Go
he
draft
might.
one.
I'm with
Go
that too.
draft one. Go draft one.
I mean,
But
they're
you
gonna
keep
do
him
it anyway.
you keep him on your roster.
Dalvin Cook's out there right now.
He's trash.
Hey, I'll take it with a backup. I'll take it with a backup. Look, I'll take it with a
He's
backup.
trash,
Dowdle,
man.
with Dowdle being hurt.
I'll throw him in a running back.
I'll throw him in a
He's
running
trash,
back
man.
room right now.
He's has been, man. Bright.
Dowdle-
You
so
mean for this season or next season?
This
season right
this
now,
season
yeah.
right now.
Trash.
Let's for the playoff. Just
For the playoffs right
I'll
now with
take it
Dowdle,
for
with Dowdle coming
He
up.
couldn't
better
get on the.
than
He
Dowd.
couldn't stay on the field in New York with the Jets.
they got young Brees.
Brees is
though.
better. Brees is better.
Yeah,
Brees
he's
is better than
Brees.
Hey,
Rico.
I'm
if
just
you want to
saying,
get this on
man.
Cowboys
Y'all
Run
talking
Uncut,
about this
like,
guy in the
share,
playoffs like he's
subscribe.
him.
I'm
Hit
just
that
saying,
notification
No.
bell.
Definitely ain't
Bro.
saying that. I'm just saying he's a better option when you need depth in the backfield.
Yes, because Dowdle right now. So look, if Dowdle goes down again, or if Dowdle misses multiple weeks, or
Yeah,
he continues to
but
come
we
up
don't
again,
know
we
when
have
he's coming
Deuce.
back.
We have Deuce behind that. So
Yeah.
right now, I'm not ready to trust the playoffs with Deuce. I'm not ready to do that.
They don't know how to use
I'm
him.
not ready to do that.
They don't know how to use Deuce.
Yeah,
That's
they don't know how
just
to use
proven.
him.
They don't know how
Yeah,
to
so
use him.
I'm not ready to do that right now. So right now, you don't mind go ahead and holler at
Back
at
up,
Dalvin,
yeah,
see
go
what he's
ahead.
doing. You see that we
I
we
would
just brought in
rather-
Leo Collins. We just brought in
I
Leo
would
Collins right
rather
now.
bring in a
With
defense.
That's
Tyler.
for depth too.
That's for depth too, because Tyler's
If he get caught up.
If he get caught up, but Leo's back, bro.
But
Hey, right now, I don't know if our run stoppers. I don't know if our run stoppers gonna make the. What run stopper are we gonna bring in?
Sue
He's not coming. He's not coming.
Sue said he hates Dallas.
Yeah, I can believe it.
So check it
That's why
out.
he ain't on no team, ain't getting no check, Mark.
Hey man, y'all already talking like the season. Hold up, man. Y'all talking like the season's over, man.
Not
The
at all.
season ain't
Season's not
over
over,
yet,
dog.
No,
man.
we talking about in season.
You talking about in season?
That's talking about right now.
I'm ready to go get
They
Dalvin.
won't go get him right now.
Oh, y'all won't get him now?
Yeah.
Go get
Nah,
Dalvin right
y'all
now.
are tripping.
Rico's,
Hold on.
Rico ain't 100%, so right now bring another. And the Jets cut him, so he
No,
can be looking.
Man, why they cut him if he was this? Why they cut him?
No.
It's the end of the season, so he can be
We don't
looking
need
contender, as
nothing
they say.
coming in. We don't need
trash,
nothing
bruh.
coming in messing
Man,
up
did you
what
see
we
him
got
last year?
right
He was
now,
trash
man.
last year.
So you wouldn't take Dalvin Cook right now with Deuce Vaughn?
Yes.
You would
use
take
Hunter,
you would
man.
take Deuce Vaughn over Dalvin Cook.
So
I
y'all
take-
cool
That's
with?
what I'm
Hold
saying.
on,
So
before we
right now
let this
with
go.
Dalvin, I don't want him either, but I'm
Hey
saying
man, hold
with
on,
Dalvin
hold
being
on, hold
hurt,
on,
you
hold
gotta
on.
do what you gotta
Before we ride up out of here,
Hunter.
man, we gotta touch on Collins. How y'all feel about him being signed to the
Leo?
practice squad?
I'm cool with
It's
that.
depth. I'm
Cool with
good
the
with all
depth.
depth. I'm good with all depth, man. Go ahead and sign
He
all
ain't been
these
looking
guys.
like shit, you know, but
But like I told somebody earlier,
He ain't gotta be
he
great
back
by our
in
line.
Dallas.
He just gotta be
Maybe
decent.
plays are familiar, everything's familiar. Maybe he's better with us just because he's familiar.
Okay.
we ain't gonna
Man,
rely
dude
on
got that check and turned to a bum.
Okay.
Man, dude's turnstile once he got that money, man. Come on
Hey.
in, everybody come on through.
Yeah,
That's
he got
it.
it.
He didn't stay hungry once he got paid.
That's why
man.
Cuz had to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's
I'm
why
all-
Cuz had to go, man. I ain't.
I'm okay with
I
that.
like it for the depth because he's with the familiarity.
That's all, yeah.
But if he get in the game, woo.
So
Hey,
no concerns
Put him at
with our
guard.
line right now. Should we rest
Tyler
or not
out.
rest? Should
Hey
we
man, shout out
rest?
to Young Bass, man. Young Bass, he
Tyler
played a good
Bass,
Tyler Bass, man. He came in and played a good
TJ
game.
TJ Bass. I'm tripping.
TJ
As
Bass.
far as Tyron Smith having a back injury and Tyler Smith having that plantar foot stuff going on.
Yeah, he should be good.
We should be able to beat the Commodores.
Do you
without
rest them or do you play them?
You can rest him.
them. We should be able to beat the Commodores without them.
Okay.
They said he might play though. They said he's good.
And one more.
He said it's best to tear the whole
Before we-
thing than
That's how we
partially.
lose when our offensive line is fucking up, man. That's how we lose.
Hey.
how we
So we'll say something for the kickback, but yeah, we got Washington next. We trying to clinch his 2 seed, clinch the NFC East division, and have a couple home games, maybe 3. Maybe three.
Ooh, maybe 3.
Maybe
Wait, somebody
3.
do our dirty work for us, man.
So,
coming with me?
but Happy
Who's
New
coming
Year.
with me?
It's
Look,
2024.
maybe
It's
Tampa can
Cowboys
knock
Raw and
somebody
Uncut.
off.
It's
Maybe
Crew,
Tampa.
and we
Maybe
out.
Tampa ain't knocking shit off. Knocking shit off. We worry right there, man. Them niggas can't even close the deal this
They
weekend.
might get in there and do something.
Niggas can
though.
close the deal this weekend. Niggas came out and shit the bed this weekend, man.
I take it.
Yeah, John. I'll let John have that.
Yeah, y'all can. I'm good.
I don't watch it. I lost all my money this weekend fucking with this shit.
We'll talk on it. Yeah, what y'all think about it? Who you like?
That's what we asked you.